affected by this story. Joining us now on the phone is reporter Michael Board with WOAI AM in San Antonio, Texas. Michael, I know you've been on this since the beginning, and you have some new details for us.
Yeah, without calling her a serial killer, police are basically saying they believe that she has murdered before. Now, we know that this woman, Mona Nelson, 44 years old, has a long criminal history, things like aggravated robbery, bouncing checks, marijuana possession, even making terroristic threats, but nothing murder, and no murder, nor, nothing like that in her past. This is the first time we're hearing that police believe that she may have killed before, and, they're desperate right now. They're asking anybody who may have had contact with her. Maybe they have a missing child, a missing loved one, and they might know of this woman or might know that this woman lives around their apartment. They're asking police to give them a call right now. This woman, we know she worked maintenance in several apartment complexes around the Houston area. That's how she was involved with this case. She worked or used to work maintenance at this apartment complex where Jonathan Foster went missing. So they believe they're looking into things like that. Maybe she worked at another apartment complex where there was a missing person, hoping to track down a lead in another cold case. They're hoping they don't find any victims, but, this could be the link to another cold case.
Yeah, that's really actually shocking news. The case itself is already shocking. Michael, it seems as though she only has this very peripheral connection to this boy's family. What are they saying about what would be the motive in this?
They don't have one. They say they wish they could tell us the motive, but they don't have it. The only person who knows the motive in this case is Mona Nelson. She's not saying why. Now, she did admit that, yes, she dumped the burned body of Jonathan Foster into a drainage ditch in northern Houston, but she's not admitting to the murder. She says, yeah, I dumped him, but no. She says she did not kill this kid. And, the details that police are saying about how this beautiful little boy was killed, it just breaks your heart. And it's like something out of a horror movie that, they detail what they found inside Mona Nelson's apartment. Strangely, she allowed police into her apartment. If she's a cold-blooded killer, I don't know why she would allow police into her apartment. But
exactly.
Once they got into her apartment, they found a welding machine. As she worked as a maintenance person, she did some welding. They found welding equipment there, and they have found burn spots on her rug. They believe the body, there was no accelerant on the body that wasn't doused in gasoline or kerosene or something like that. They believe that this woman used a welding torch to kill this kid, which sounds like something out of a horror movie.
Yeah, it really does. Michael, the police say that she had a connection to the roommate of Jonathan's mother. Have they spoken to the roommate?
They have spoken to the roommate. She was also, that roommate also babysat Jonathan Foster all the time. Jonathan Foster's mother and this other woman lived together. The other woman babysat sometimes when Jonathan Foster's mom had to go to work. This particular day, Christmas Eve, they both had to work. They are interviewing the roommate of Jonathan Foster's mother to find out more about Mona Nelson, but really they make this sound, police visibly shaken up at this press conference. They've never seen, at least they say they've never seen a killer like this.
Yeah, and who wouldn't be shaken up by this? Michael Board, really appreciate the info. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
We've also been following a breaking story about a dispute over the big store.